Al's speech today is his very first speech. He joined, I think, last week. And as we all know here, the icebreaker talks about yourself. So it's kind of easy because if you don't know yourself by now, no one can help you. But the objectives here are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. The time here is 4 to 6 minutes.
Please join me. Welcome a newly member, Al.
Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, fear brought me here. That is fear of public speaking, but I shall overcome that fear with practice, desire to improve, and faith. I will focus on 4 characteristics that define me as a person. I'm a father, an engineer, an adventurer. I'll also talk about the role of religion in my life. I am a father. My daughter, Kyle Rebecca, is 4 years old, and the happiest moment of my life began when she was born. The church taught me that fatherhood is a reflection of the likeness of God, who has constant love. So that's what I aim for. I want to be there for her. I want to have a strong relationship with her, and I'm willing to do the dirty work and share it with my wife because I want to show her love, and I want us to have a strong relationship. And I want to show her that I'm caring, just as my God the Father is always caring for me. I'm teaching her values, not just any values that last for a couple of days, but core values that will sustain her for a long time. Our top 3 core values are God, family, and courage. She doesn't really know what it means right now, it's just words to her, but I'm showing her by actions. You know, every day I ask her, Kyle, what's our motto? She responds, do not be afraid. I ask her why? Because God protects us. She says, because God protects us and He is our helper. See, do not be afraid and do not fear is the most common commandment, most repeated commandment in the Bible. I'm an engineer. As a boy, I was always fascinated with items around the house, from appliances in the kitchen to bicycles and motorbikes in the garage. I watched my brother assemble his first BMX bike, but when he wasn't around, I took that apart. I put it back together also. When I was 10 years old, my father bought me a 50cc engine scooter. I liked riding it, but I was more interested in how it worked. And I also tried taking it apart. I completed degrees in electrical engineering from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. I received a master's degree in focusing in radio frequency communications. And recently I received another master's degree from nearby university, focusing on photonics and electro-optical communications, courtesy of my current employer. The 9/11 event had a big impact in my career choice. I was interested in jobs that can make a difference in the security of our nation, so I pursued Department of Defense jobs. I used to work for Raytheon L3 Communications. I designed antennas that are now installed in various military aircraft. Now I work for Lockheed Martin Space Systems Company in the Advanced Technology Center, where scientists and engineers push space technology forward. My recent achievements include designing and building communication antennas for the Orion Crew Exploration Vehicle, which will replace NASA's Space Shuttle, and which will take man to deep space and beyond. My daughter recently told me that she wants to be an astronaut, so I told her that's a great choice. You need to strive hard in your studies, but more importantly, you need to become better as a person. I also told her, when you become an astronaut, you will fly on the Orion spacecraft to Mars or Jupiter, and you can tell your teammates that your daddy designed and built some of the communication subsystems on the spacecraft. I'm an adventurer. Let me take an adventure with me. Imagine this. Stand on the edge of a boat with me in the middle of SF Bay. About 30 yards to your left is the Alcatraz on the rock. A few miles to your right, you can see Golden Gate Bridge. And about 2 miles ahead of you is the SF shore. You see Transamerica Building, the Christie Fields right here. It's 45 degrees cold, it's windy, the boat's bobbing up and down because the waves are about 3 feet to 5 feet high. And you look down in the water, you can't help but wonder if there's any sharks lurking under there. Jump in, and let's swim 1.5 miles to shore. fight for position from other swimmers, fight the currents that's pulling us towards the Golden Gate Bridge, and try not to drown because the waves are about 3 to 5 feet high. This is the Escape from Alcatraz triathlon. It is one of the scariest race experiences of my life. See, I'm an adventurer. I like activities that include a little bit of risk, such as boxing, backpacking, marathons, triathlons. I've completed 6 marathons, 12 triathlons with 3 Ironmans, and I enjoy backpacking and hiking. I have hiked various terrains from small hills to tall mountains, summited the Mount Whitney one-day hike twice. One time when I was when my wife and I were pregnant, she didn't go with me, she stayed home. But I reached the summit. In the summit, there's a record book. You can write your name and the date. I wrote a note to my daughter. I wrote down, Kyle, I love you. One day, you and I will be up here together. There's a small amount of fear. Before a race or a summit attempt, I rely on faith to wade through the uncertainties of the water or to endure the struggles of high altitude. And when I'm out there swimming the oceans, running the pavements, hiking the trails, that's when I truly feel free and at peace. And that's when I truly appreciate God's gifts and blessings. Religion plays a good role in my life. I grew up in the Philippines, a Roman Catholic. Spirituality and Christianity did not really hit home until I started reading the Bible. Thanks to Steve, one of our members here, the new members. I consider him as my mentor. He brought me in his circle to study God's word and the truth. And now God is a center of my core values, my family's source of strength and courage. Let me bring it back full circle right now. I presented myself as a father, an engineer, an adventurer, and the role of religion in my life. Fear is the common theme. And let's just rearrange the words around. I can overcome fear with faith because I have faith in my Redeemer, who is always with me. He is full of grace, and I know I can do all things through him who gives me strength. And this is the kind of faith that is evidence of what cannot be seen, and it's also provides the assurance for what I hope for. And therefore, I am free. Thank you. Ooh.